I need to get me one of those handy dandy little splash screens. Hey, Rise. Good to see ya. How's the computer? I read that you got a new one. Let's see. Just gonna get myself settled. Yeah, I'm way later today than I wanted to be. Something I ate didn't agree with me, so took me out all morning. But here now, let's get the music going and get my jazziness going as we make this happen. Set up the new one. Thanks for asking. Nothing fancy. Nice to be modern. Got around the supermarket. Leave a lurk and return soon. Cool. Well, I appreciate that. New PCs are definitely great. Can't go wrong with that. All right. Let's get my references for the conspiracy. And we'll finish this up. Let's bring up this one first. Let's see, window navigator. There we go. Now we're all set up. We're jazzing out. Better late than never. Here we go. What's going on? Oh, I made this too wide. I think that would be a good one to put here. Let's see. So that's the background there. That one's that. So I need a layer above them. Let's see what we can do here. That's gonna complicate things. I put it all on the right. Hello. The Fearless Egg? Is that how you say your name? I'll just go with the Fearless. Yo, welcome in. We are finishing off this piece of art. And having a great old time. So, welcome to the stream. At this stage in this piece, our Mikote detective has uncovered a rabbit-based conspiracy. The Fearless, should I say AG? The Fearless AG. Our costume detective here has uncovered a rabbit-based conspiracy, and so we're filling in some of the details. All right, AG, sounds good. What you been up to today? How's your day been going? Now that we're settled into the evening. Work just got off work. You're relaxing? Nice. Well, thanks for popping in to do some of that over in my little corner of the internet. Been working on this piece for a little while. I'm really hoping I can finish it off this stream. But we'll see. My art always takes me a lot longer to do than I always think it will. So we'll do our best today. this was a prize for a glamour contest with the streamer Hey Josh Plays, and as such, I promised a full-blown art piece, my highest tier that I offer, and so here we are. Spending all this time getting all this done. Well, this is close to the highest tier I offer. A higher tier would have more characters than just the one. But in terms of complexity and detail, it's definitely a fully rendered up there piece. So, hey, welcome back, Rise. You're fast. Oh, you're making your list. Make sure to check it twice. I like that it looks like a tie, but it's actually just an ice crystal coming out of this thing's chest. It's kind of funny. Alrighty. Unfortunately, I didn't plan out my my layers all that efficiently this time around. Otherwise, I wouldn't have to erase, and I wouldn't be drawing over my little ropes. So that's something I gotta keep in mind for next time. Actually, maybe I can I just magic wand it, I wonder? Would I be able to just magic wand the red? Oh, I can. Beautiful. Let's cut and paste. And beautiful. Why did that break? That shouldn't have broke. Why did that break? It's only showing up on that. Well, I guess I don't need it to be linked. Well, that seems to have worked. Yeah. Okay, so that works. Cool. Excellent. Now I don't have to worry about erasing. And back we go. Always like when I can figure out those little technical shortcuts. If you guys in the chat could please let me know if the music is too loud relative to my voice. I keep forgetting to double check my settings before I go live. It's a bad habit I got. Sounds good to you? Excellent. I felt a little bit of a rush to excuse me, to get the stream fired up. Hey, Shay! You're here! Welcome in. Today, the conspiracy takes shape. way later than I'd hoped, and but better late than never. Yeah, I'm very much a big fan of the jazz swing vibe. Just lots of fun. That's right. Oh, I do want to take a moment and just thank everyone for all the support in the past week or two. The numbers are really up, and I'm like a hair's breadth away from making affiliate. So this has been really amazing, and I owe you guys. The metrics are almost there, and that's pretty exciting. Then I have to figure out how emotes work and design a whole bunch. If you're live this weekend, let's try to raid. That would be cool, but unfortunately, I'm in the honey pull, the big honey season, and so Thursday and Friday are my only times where I'm going to be in the house and streaming. So unfortunately, no weekend streams for me. But hello, Ellis88, welcome in. Oh, you saw the stash? Nice. That's actually smaller than usual. Around 500 gallons or so after everything was all said and done to get there. That's how much honey we had there. So it's a pretty good start. That's our spring pull. We'll have three more honey pulls before the season's through. We have a summer, fall, and then a buckwheat, which is a special flavor of honey that we have. Big deficit or pretty good? Oh yeah, I said it wouldn't measure up last year. Yeah, we lost 70% of the colonies over winter. They didn't survive the winter. We had a big mite issue, and so we had to rebuild. So we're down we're down maybe 100, 150 lower than we usually do. So it's a lighter harvest, but we'll get through. Yeah, it's certainly not nice, but my brother is insured for the losses during the winter, so he gets some money back per hive once he passes a certain threshold. So that helps us out in the event that we have such a rough winter. But yeah, it mitigates it. But we've really been trying to get. We usually run around 500. We're really trying to get up to 7. But we keep running into these issues with the mites, and it's hard to resolve. Hopefully, the treatments we're trying this year are going to be more effective. And that should be good. If I walked into B-Lore, you have indeed, Alice. When I'm not sitting at the drawing table, I am a beekeeper, and so there's much lore to be shared about the little critters. Ooh, art idea. Let's hear it, Shay. I should do with Honey Be Lovely? Yeah, I absolutely will need to do that. 100%. Absolutely. We gotta have honeybee in here. Yeah, beekeeper. That's true. That I am. I work for my brother. He owns the operation, and I help him out, do the heavy lifting kind of stuff. And yeah, it's kind of a family business in that regard. Our grandfather started it when he came over from Holland. He came over in the early 50s, and I think he started his beekeeping up shortly thereafter, just a few years. He tried dairy farming at first, but then went to bees. So it's pretty cool. And my brother's done that as his main job for his whole life, whereas I did it a little bit when I was younger, and then I only just got into it with him when I retired. So I used to be military, so retired from that, and that's how I ended up working with the bees with my bro. So pretty sweet deal, if I do say so myself. Oh, well, thank you for the thanks. I appreciate that. It was a good gig. I really enjoyed my time. The coolest backstory ever. I wouldn't go that far, but I'm fond of my backstory. Yeah. Hey, Azure, welcome in. Good to see you. Marv. So I had a buddy of mine that I played D&D with back in university. He came up with this character who was named James Theringer, but he suffered brain damage in his backstory, and so what he just was in his history, he was this amazing like hero of the realm, but now rather than being James Theringer, he was Jim the Ranger, and he spoke in broken English, and he had, as an animal companion, he had this giant lizard that he then he would have make that sound. That marf was what he would do, and oh man, it was hilarious. Good old Jim the Ranger. So we're connecting the spirits to the conspiracy. That's right. If they are tangentially related to the rabbits, they're gonna be in here. I almost want to put a Bugs Bunny in there just for hilarity, but I should have taken some screenshots before this stream of the Mare Lamentorium in on the moon in game, so that I could like put the tower in there or the Watcher. That would really help. This one's funky. There's definitely some more bee-related art that I want to do with my Final Fantasy XIV character, because there's a bunch of beekeepers in the Shroud near Gridania, and so I want to do some art involving them. Now I'm an Ul'dan boy myself, but I appreciate the bees, and one of the fates is to defend the bees, so that hits really close to home. No touchy. Hey, Trix, welcome in. Good to see you. Man, I wish I had the freedom to stream at this time more often, because we got everybody's available. This is great. Harder to get people in the weekday mornings, you know. But my kids are with their mother in Spain on vacation, so I've got a lot of time on my hands to get work done. So it's been so a mixed blessing in that regard. I get to stream more, I get to do more art, but I don't have the little scallywags around to keep me company. So it really is. It's one of my favorite places to go. We would go out almost every year back in the day when we were together, and it was wonderful. It became like a second home. Very much enjoyed Spain. Most of the time when we were there, we're in the northern part, near Portugal. Porto de Santa Maria. Ah. My ex, she was from the Galicia region in north of Portugal. About 10 or 15 minutes away from Vigo in northern Spain. Beautiful place. Oh yeah. The most exciting small town I've ever seen in my life. They always have festivals. All these crazy things are always happening in this small little town. Be watching Spain play tomorrow in the World Cup. I won't. They will be, of course. I won't be because I'll be streaming or things like that. Oh, you're asking if Trix is watching it. But still, for me as well, I got too much work to do. And if I'm gonna have something on while I'm doing other chores or other work, then I'll try to spread the love and see if I can't find some streaming channels to hang out in. It's just such a neat thing about how easy and helpful it is to just be present with other people with what they're doing. The Dutch lost, and you're giggling about that as all the orange items are now gone on sale. Yeah. Yeah. I don't watch, I don't really have too much, I don't have normal TV, so I don't have like your standard sports channels and stuff, although I suppose there are different streaming ways to catch the World Cup, but not something I worried too much about. I do enjoy soccer when I see it, but well, happy to have you lurking here, Rise. And very happy to have everyone present while we work away at this piece of art for Shay. See if we can't get this thing done today. I've got a lot other, lots and lots of other projects I want to get a move on. I'd love to do a Marvel Rivals piece too. You've been stuck in NTE today? You need more currency. Right on. Yeah, I popped in to just check and do like a daily sign-in on NTE. I started it because Shay convinced me. And yeah, I'd like to do a Marvel Rivals piece because they've got Jubilee that they're debuting tomorrow. So that would be super fun to do. I did a... You need more levels so you can be Shade Mahjong. Free pulls, so good time just to log in every day. Exactly, right? You gotta do the login gotcha dance. It reminds me, I need to log into Enfield today. I don't think I've logged into Arknights yet. Debating to get Rivals again since you've got the space now. They just overhauled the game crazily. This patch for the new season that's starting tomorrow. Tons of changes, hero reworks, all sorts of stuff. It's crazy. I'm really, really curious to see what it's going to feel like. But huge differences are like a lot of the tanks got changed. They added a new mechanic to it called regenerative shields. So most of the tanks got their HP cut in half, but now they have regenerative shields. So it's like overshield that, well, it's like base health that regenerates on its own. Yeah. So like Thor, for example, has 300, I think, well, let's use Cap. So Captain America has 300 health, 300 regenerative shields. So as you're running around with Captain America and you're fighting, you lose your regenerative shields first. Bonus health stacks on top of the regenerative shields. But as you lose your regenerative shields, if you don't take damage for 5 seconds, it comes back at like 60 health per second. So basically the tanks now can use cover and other mechanics to give themselves even more sustain. They overhauled all the team ups, so now every character has multiple team up loadouts you can do. You can swap the team ups mid-match at the hero select. There's all sorts of craziness. It's a completely different. It's almost a completely different game now. So yeah, I want to tell my son about it, but he'd lose his mind because he wouldn't be able to play it for a month. So I gotta keep quiet on that. They don't have access to much computing power out there with his relatives in Spain. I still really like it. The game is a lot of fun. So you only played when they had zombies doing Halloween last year. You're not that skilled. They brought the zombies back in a different mode. So there's a mode now that's like Marvel Zombies. It's called Blood Hunt. So you fight a lot of vampires and stuff like that. It's pretty fun. So they brought that back for people to enjoy. I'm not that skilled at it. I play it casually, but I've gotten to. I've just played until I got gold in comp, just for the costume, and then I never really tried to push the envelope higher. I'd love to try to do a run to Grandmaster if I decided to like stream the game or something like that, but I don't know if I could. I'd love to do like a gimmick run to Grandmaster as a video series on stream or something like that, but I don't know. Never having gotten to GM, I don't know if I can, and I don't know how much of the stream I want to actually. Oh, excuse me. I don't know how much of the stream I want to make into a gaming stream. Just because I don't want to get distracted from making art. I just want to keep making art. That's what I'm here for. So I'm torn on whether or not to do some gimmicky things, because I thought one thing that would be funny to do would be like Gingers to Grandmaster, so I only play the characters that have red hair. That would be just funny. See how far my people can take me. Well, you have a character to sail the seas with you when you're ready. Yes, that's right. I did buy the game. I have it installed and it's all sitting there. Windrose. Is that what it's called? Windrose? Yes. So I did download it and it's on my computer. But we'll just see when I have the, when if ever I'll have the time. Alrighty. Good outline for that one. Let's make the Viera on... Let's put her on... I'm thinking here. Get that going there. Actually, let's rotate that head a bit. That's closer to the kind of expression she's doing, I think. So that going there. Collarbones here. Actually, I moved the head down too far now. Get you back up. So we have ribs coming in. Yeah, I need these to get this side to go over a little more. That side there. There. So then her hand needs to be higher. So, fingers down here. Hand. Doesn't quite look right. Why did it say I don't have a live? That's weird. My chat program just says that I don't have an active stream on YouTube, but it's telling me I'm live. It's weird. Just give me a moment, folks, just to check something. Yeah, I'm there, so... Weird. Oh, it works. It's all good. It just glitched out for a moment. Well, because I stream to Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. I use YouTube basically just to back up the VODs. Was the plan, so it's just essentially the archive. Alright, so... Hey, Val. Val Kawaii, welcome in. Good to see you. I've been good. Very busy, but good. It's a busy time with the bees, but we're getting things done and making lots of honey. And now I'm filling out our little rabbit-based conspiracy here to hopefully get this art done so I can move on to the other art pieces that are building up in my queue. I've got a pretty impressive backlog, which is great. Always nice to have lots to do. I've got some more. I've got an art trade that I got to get to. I've got comic pages I got to make. Oh, it's a busy time. But I just got a better spare tablet for my remote office setup, so now when I'm beekeeping I'll be able to work faster in the evenings, which will be really good. I already draw slow enough, so I need all the speed I can get. So what? See if this works. Viren noses are kind of interesting in that they stick out a bit, but not very much. So, kind of hard to get the upturn of their nose proper, but we'll see if we can manage to make that work. They do have a better sense of smell, don't they? I don't know if it's ever been mentioned that if they do or not. They certainly have more time to enjoy whatever smells it is that they do that they do smell, because they're basically Eorzea's elves. other than the elves, but like they're long-lived, right? Whereas everybody else has like normal human lifespan. It's because they're from the moon. Oh shit, that actually perfectly works with the conspiracy. So, listen, so they live the exact same amount of years. However, since they're used to the moon going so fast, since they're on Eorzea, now it's stretched it out. Because each year on Eorzea takes so long to happen. Anyway, I tried to make that work. I'll try again later, because that explanation didn't make any sense. Let's see here. So, I want the lips. Not quite right. Yeah, playing on your back with nails and all. Ouch. That's the word I have for that. That should do for now. I think that'll do. It doesn't have to be a perfect face, because it's going to be very small. This close to grabbing them both and clipping their nails short. Well, the scratching can certainly be problematic. If they're running around on your back, that is. Hey, Lava Skull, welcome in. Tons of great guests today. Look at that. We are crushing it, folks. How's it going? I'm trying to. I'm trying to remember. How's it going? It's great, going great. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. What we're doing today is hopefully finishing this art piece for Shay, and then moving on to a my Charlian painting right over here that I'm trying to finish. So, but we'll see, because I haven't yet been able to accurately predict how long my art is taking me on any stream ever. So. We'll see where we get to with that plan. You met a nice Canadian goose recently. Oh. It's just trying to lull you into a false sense of security. So that you let your guard down, and that's when they get you. The Cobra Chicken, that's right. Almost as... they're just as vicious as the Nope Rope itself. Actually, that should be a little higher. Do not trust, yeah. I'm glad that you weren't attacked on sight, Trix. It wasn't the Corbett chicken. Had their babies and allowed small kids and adults to walk past them. Wow. Generally, that gets you honked at and lots of avian rage. Even asked for snacks. You give me a hint? Rise streams? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Rise. He's rated me before actually, which was really awesome of him. Really, he's been really helpful and pushed in helping me get closer to that affiliate level I need. Oh yeah, there we go. That's how we're all clicking. You apologize, you can't help in that regard? No need. No need to apologize. You've given me another place to put art around and you've come to visit. Your father was terrified. You were like, hi, baby burb. Oh, man. They're gonna get you. You better be careful. But no, Azure, you don't have to worry about anything like that. Like, it's been awesome just you being, you know, opening up your community for me to post in and share my work. That's been awesome. Someday we'll have to actually play the game together at some point. That would be fun. Let's see. That arm is not working. I'll have to fix that. If COVID might told me you can't handle a disfigured chicken. Oh, very nice. Disfigured chicken. I love it. Not quite right with that arm, anyway. So your mom had a rescue. Like a bird? One day you went downstairs, he attacked me because you mind your own business with Sophie. A bird? That is weird. I was like, what is this story, Trix? A bird. That is weird. That is one odd duck. Alright. I think I got roughly close enough to a proper build on her that I can keep moving. After all, it's not going to be that big. I should have cheated and said it was a mixed media piece and then just cut and pasted in all the screenshots. But no, we can't do that. That would remove all the fun. Oops. I shortened her hand too much. You're permanent scarring, but now lives happily with an old man as this old world. Just put a bunch of art in there. This could be you. That's right. I have been debating doing like the whole, you know, your character here kind of offers for my commissions, because they seem like a really neat way to save a lot of time on like design work, right? Where you're just like, I'll just put your character right there. So you don't have to worry about a new composition, you don't have to worry about necessarily even drawing the figure. You could already have that all set up. It's just a way of saving time to make it easier to fulfill a lot of commissions. So it's something that I'll have to think a little more on. No, that's not where that should be. Randomly is part of the scheme to keep it away from Shay. Oh yeah, that looks great. You're more a cat person now after that ordeal. Yeah, I can well imagine. I can well imagine, Trix. Alrighty. I gotta adjust this hand. Something's not quite working with it. I don't know that I do, actually. Got two ragdoll who love being petted. Ragdoll babies. Is that a kind of a type of cat? The ragdolls? Not familiar with that parlance. Ah, very nice. Every cat I've ever owned has just been standard short hair cat. I'm happily pet free right now, which is very nice. Makes the home very easy to manage. And it works good because I'm away from the house like half the week, so. A fluffy Siamese? Oh my god. That sounds adorable. Like dangerously adorable. Or like a cuter Himalayan. That does sound very fetching. Get some of these finer details in here. They're medium-large size cats. They get their nickname from if you pick them up, they ragdoll. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Well, our Viera's coming along nicely. Let's take a look without all that blue in it, shall we? Splendid. I love it when a plan comes together. Your baby's mom and somebody. Ah, very nice. Very nice. That's exciting. New additions. Good old kittens. Actually, I do kind of need that line in there. Oh well. Alrighty, so getting our Viera is mostly done right now. And that's excellent. I don't think I need to mess much with her nose at all, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, I need to add some detail work for the sleeve here. You're right, Rise. The judges did do a great job. It was the will of the people made manifest. Yes, Rise and I were the judges. We call that a little bit of humor. A little chortle. An afternoon, you know? Happy to provide there, Rise. Alright, let's add some of this fancy duds, because if there's one thing a Final Fantasy character needs, it's to have an excessive amount of details everywhere. That's actually one thing I find very funny about Final Fantasy XIV, is that there's no belt slot. It seems very un-Final Fantasy to not have a belt slot. It used to exist. Ah, well. That's what they need to bring back. That's what 8.0, and that's what we need in 8.0 is the belt slot. Single-handedly fix all the gearing issues, just get a belt slot. Alright, it's saving. Well, she went really, really well. I'm quite pleased when characters don't need that much adjusting. Really makes my life a lot easier. Alright, so I just gotta put in all right. A little darker. Oh, now do I color her or do I just leave it like a sketch? That's the question. I think a little bit of shading is needed, but yeah, that's a good idea. Let's name this so I don't screw it up and mess up where all my stuff is. Poster line art. I should have called it clue line art. Ah. Silly me. Let's go. What does the textured pen look like? Oh, that's kind of nice. Do 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 do. All right, let's see here. Oh, I might as well make that permanent. So we'll go. That going there. Sorry, I was just focusing. So, get our carrots in there. Alrighty, let's see some more of these rabbit-based clues that Shay sent to me for her idea. Oh, we got one more big one. We know where that guy's going. I've died so many times to this boss because of all this jumpiness. Drove me insane. Messing up my directionalities. Like way more than I should have to any dungeon boss. I think it's the dungeon boss that's killed me the most. It's that one, and then the Endwalker one where everything is on fire. Yeah, yeah, in Vanaspati. Yeah, where if you're not watching or you're not expecting the for him to fly off the screen and then lob the meteors at you. Great fights. I like those dungeons. My favorite dungeon, though, is still the first Shadowbringers one. Oh my god, my favorite dungeon, I can't remember the name. Holminster Switch. That one. By far my favorite dungeon. The atmosphere from it, so good. Oh, I was just talking about my favorite dungeons in mentioning my favorite dungeons in FF because I'm drawing the this boss, yeah, and dying to him, and then I mentioned my favorite dungeon, which is Holmancer Switch. I think my second favorite is Amarot, just for the reveal at the end. Because like seeing that scene at the last half of the dungeon was just blew me away. Oh. Right on. What's your favorite part about that one there, Shay? Oh, sorry, Azure. Mainly the architect there, seeing the design and how crazy it got, the boss got all haywired. Nice. Yeah, I really like the dungeons when they add a fair bit of spectacle to it. Lots of fun. I'm so tempted to add the rabbit from, like, Holy Grail into this scene. Well, it'll be a little hard to really show that reference just because, you know, ostensibly it just looks like a normal rabbit. So I think we've got enough ideas with the in-game references that you've set up. I'm really tempted to plug my own comic in it though, so that's funny. Because I have a scene from my own comic where I did that. Oh yeah, the Easter eggs. That's right. That are from the moon. They're mini moons. So I guess the rabbits are just marsupials then. Just like the platypus. You're a Eorzean platypus. Alkanost? Alright. This crazy critter's coming along pretty well as well. It's so satisfying to with your art to reach a point where mostly what you want to do kind of happens. Like, it takes so long to get to a point where you're comfortable with what you're doing, because art just takes forever to learn, that it's really nice when you start getting some level of consistency in your work. And it's been the streaming and really upping how much I'm drawing has really helped with that, and it's been so rewarding to do that and get there. Saves you a ton of time too. You need to think of a few emotes, trying to throw them together will be a process. Yeah, I gotta figure that out myself at some point. Naturally, I need bees to be involved at some point. You need a goat because of Windrose. Oh! Little emotes that are in jokes are really good idea. Helps the community get that sense that you're a part of something unique, right? Goats. They are evil and you despise them. Let's just quickly ink our Anger Bunny here. Excuse me. Hydrate. Yeah, the glass it empties too fast. And if I do any amount of talking that's like decent for content, it's I need a lot of water. I always fancied myself a talker, and in case in case you find folks couldn't tell. But streaming puts demands on your voice that I was not expecting. I figured, well, I did, but I didn't, you know? You know, kind of like one of those moments where it's like, you know, but until you experience it, you don't know, you know? You don't like water bottles? Maybe you need like a coffee cup, something you don't use a straw. Yeah. Just get like a gallon jug. And just sloosh that back every time. Just a massive jug. These clues are so fun. It's really adding to the piece. Really, really enjoying that. It's a cool idea. To do your really cool idea, Shay, to have all these things in the background that your character's figuring out. I'll take that. We're geniuses. Agreed. You'll get no no pushback on my end to that statement. When she wants to think of something, she'll go to the mall. Nice. No ilms here. Do 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 do. Going to commit to something, you need to know as much about it as you can so you can make informed decisions. Very well. That's true. So clearly you needed to figure out the level of rabbit danger before you went to the moon. Can easily go down that rabbit hole. Excellent. Puns are at their best when they're intentional. You'll probably hear about it once you get started with the emotes and such. Right on. I love how random the teeth are in this thing. Such a crazy beast. Like, it's got front teeth coming out the side of its face. Yeah, who fishes you out? Usually Wrath with food. Exactly, you feel bad for him. You guys cancel each other out. All right. Little clue critter is almost finished. Just gotta put the front of his lip there. Going back. More teeth. And now a few on the other side of his mouth. That's sketched in there. Get this moving up. Oh. I need to pull up a map of the maybe I don't need a map of the Mare Lamentorium. I can just put the moon there. We'll see, we'll see. We will see. Alrighty. Oh, I gotta put the background in there. Alrighty. What else? This one I think I should just wholesale put in there if I can. Let's see. What? I can't open the screenshot in the... It's weird. What file format is that? Oh, it's a WebP file. Okay, so I can't just plug and play then. Alright, so I can't do that with it then. Oh no, that's fine. I can resave it or take a screenshot. It's a good joke, but maybe I will just take a screenshot. Snipping tool. Hiding my snipping tool on me. What are you doing? Here we go. Sorry, folks, just trying to grab the appropriate... Okay, that's where it is. Gotta get my references and throw them in there. This one makes sense to just use. Where are we? All right. Kind of want it a little bit bigger so it's easier to see. Hmm. 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 Oh. That's an idea right there. So, background liner. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Then what we will simply do is draw around it. There we go. What is going on with that? What? Why is there a patch along the side of the piece that's not properly colored in? What happened? The whole thing has a border. When did that happen? Did I move? Well, that's weird. How did that happen? Huh. Yeah, that was weird. my whole shading layer had shifted. That was weird. Not supposed to do that. They're trying to shut down the conspiracy. That's right. So I have my shading, my atmosphere shading layer here, and it got moved like a few pixels off to the side. It was weird. Oh, well, that didn't actually do anything, so never mind. A little hard to read that zoomed out, but it's a treat for anyone who's motivated enough to zoom in. I think bare minimum, though. I think bare minimum we need to color in some of it. At least black and white. Well, that may... I'm gonna have to do the reverse thing and have highlights, so... We'll continue to wait. Oh, just don't go that dark. Maybe I could just do it without going so dark. Not sure. Yeah, I don't think I can leave it just as the sketch. I think I can leave it in black and white, though. This piece has been so fun to do. Just to work on and really try to hash out and make work and come up with all the cool stuff for. Certainly taken a good amount of time to pull together, but that is useful in its own right. Alrighty. I'm still debating doing a another full playthrough for streaming of FF so that I could document the whole thing and have that on hand for when I am working on my 14 comics. But everything just takes so much time. Especially a full playthrough. Leveling another alt all the way? Well, that's fun. And he calls me crazy. Well, I want to do it where I 100% the game as its narrative appropriately. That's what I want to do. So all the side content too. I did that last year, not last year. I did that ages ago, and I messed it up once I finished Stormblood. I rushed through the Poach Pass content. I didn't do the side quests, and because I just desperately wanted to get into Shadowbringers again. So I'm like, I shouldn't have ruined that, and makes me want to do it properly, you know? But we'll see. Because I've got over 400 gigs of screenshots of every quest in the game, based on that stuff. Like every side quest, every bit, all documenting Alara's trip through the game. So it'd be cool to make use of that stuff somehow. See, now if I leave it like that, though, now it looks kind of like unfinished. But I don't know. No, it looks fine. I am being too harsh on myself. All right. What else do we have here? All right, this little guy. Alrighty. Almost messed that up without meaning to. Good old layers. Do this little puffball bunny thing. I should look for a screenshot of Puddingway doing her zombie walk. That might be good to put on a poster for the conspiracy. Because in the stuff you sent me there, Shay, I'm surprised you didn't have any Loporrits in it. The actual rabbits, on the rabbits that are actually on the moon. Let's see, what other kind of jazziness can I switch it up to? Let's do upbeat. Let's try this one. I think that should work. No, I don't believe you did. Unless I just was silly and I didn't save them. I'll check. Let me check. Nope, we don't have any Loporrits. That's alright. Let me see. Heh. Oh, so someone did make a nice drawing of Puddingway like that. That's pretty cool. I'm looking for a reference for him. Alrighty. Puddingway gotten. And back to it. Alrighty. Oh, it's already almost 7:30. We're so close to getting this darn thing done though. I can, like, we're so close. So close I can taste it. Like, I could have, like, finished some of it, like, you know, off stream or whatever, but I was like, we've pretty much documented the entire journey of this piece all on stream. So it struck me that it would be a shame to just, you know, finish it off and the VODs not have the conclusion. So I was like, nah, I'll just finish on stream. I do have to do quite a bit of art off stream tomorrow, though. I have a secret commission that I can't put on stream, so I have to make sure that I get that one done, because it's a surprise for. So it's a surprise gift for someone, so I can't risk any of it being seen. So I have to find some time tomorrow to do art when I'm not streaming, because I'm fully planning to stream tomorrow. I think Hey Josh has his G Fuel day tomorrow as well, so I gotta make sure I'm in game for that one. Sure to do everything I can to help them out. This will be fun. Just wanna thank everybody for being in here, watching me work, keeping me gabbing while I'm working away. Nice doing art around other people. To the textured pen. A little bit of red there. I wonder if I can find a map of Mare Lamentorium. Sorry, one just quickly getting some additional references to maybe use. Remember, though I'm working, I gotta keep gabbing. I can't just stare off to the side. What is going on? Why is it not? What did that save that as? That's really annoying. What even are these files? Another file that I saved, but it's a weird file format. Now, do you think a pick like that would be useful? At all, Shay, or is that too, you know, that's on the moon, and so wouldn't quite work? Well, that's a good idea. Blurring is a cool idea. We can work with that. Well, I'll let you be the judge of that yourself, Rise. It's going good. We're filling in our background. Let me remove some of the other layers here. We've got our conspiracy coming together. So, it's going well. Just adding a few final details, and we'll be good. Thank you. Let's put pudding way over here. in the home stretch on this image. Just gotta finish up the last final clues in Shay's mystery here, and we'll finally put this one to bed and post it literally everywhere. It'll be nice to have it's really nice to have it as an example of a, you know, it's a good portfolio piece by the time this is all done. Good for getting attention and letting people that want to commission me know what they, what, you know, they can get for a certain price point. So, pretty good. Hey, Goober, the Goofy Goober. Good to see ya. Welcome in. Welcome to our conspiratorial stream, where we are we're solving the mystery of rabbits on the moon. Almost through with this piece, which is pretty exciting. Been working on it for a while, and it's been a wonderful time. Though a lengthy one. But that's just how I work. I'm not very fast. And this piece wasn't exactly straightforward either, so takes a little while to add our wonderful little complexities. And in the case of putting one here, our delicious ones. But this was a prize that Shay won. I don't know if you know the backstory there, Goober. She won it in a glamour contest with Hey Josh Plays. And I offered to draw the winner's character, and here we are. Shay won the contest, and we got this wonderful Bunspiracy because of it. We did indeed. That was the point, though. I was wanting to offer a full piece, like all the way. I used the cover from my Final Fantasy XIV comic that I'm hoping to make some pages for very soon as the example, and that's the piece that I always have in my background here. So I'll show you. That was the example that I showed, that you could get that quality of work if you won the contest. And here we are. Yeah, that's her. Good old Alara. I'm so proud of that piece. It's one of my favorite pieces I've done. Love how that turned out. And that one was a redraw too, actually, because I drew it. I drew it by hand on pen and paper first, and then after a while, I took another crack at it. I tried to do a redraw, and I really like how it turned out. Really pleased with how that one turned out. One of these days I have to learn how to edit video so I can add music to the back of my time lapses and start making some shorts for the YouTubes. Because one thing that's cool that Clip Studio does is it automatically saves a time lapse that you can export when you're finished. So I actually, when I finish this piece, I'll be able to post the time lapse so everyone can see it all come up. Oh yeah, it's such a cool feature. Yeah, it's such a good feature. Like on my Instagram, I have the time lapse for my Alara cover, and I have the time lapse for my piece Memories of Bosja that I did. I'll show that one again for people who are in here. So this is a scene from my comic. Where is it? Yeah, and so that was like, this one's a big landscape. This one right here. So I hadn't done the Bosja questline, and so when I got in here, I was like, "Oh man, this landscape looks so cool. I have to do it." So that was that painting I'm quite pleased with. So it's been fun spending quite a lot of my time making art related to 14. And yeah, so I'm glad that people are enjoying, and that I'm getting that people are interested in seeing it, and hopefully I can keep finding you fine folks and keep making cool art for everyone. So because I don't want to have to get a normal job for the winter times. That would suck. Then the found folks become the finders. There you go. Gotta spread the good word. I do really need to focus a little bit and actually make some of my comics. I haven't made a page of comics in months, just because I've been having so much fun getting distracted by making all this entertaining art and doing commissions. So just say the word. I think I'll find a way. It's the age-old battle of some money now versus more later, you know? So if I get my comics done, I get them up on Webtoon, I get an audience there, and then I get enough pages and I can sell the book, and you know, you get more money then. But if I spend my time doing commissions and stuff like that, then it helps fill my bank account up right now. So it's that constant struggle, you know? The extra pennies, the extra dollars and cents in the bank account certainly help things. So it's always that, like, the tug of war between the big meta project and the free, like, the day-to-day stuff, right? Mentioned it before, but that's what led me to start streaming, was a way to make it that I could just, you know, make everything viable. So it wouldn't matter what I was working on. because it would be making it had the potential to make money no matter what I was working on. So if I'm making my comic pages, great. If I'm doing commissions, great. If I'm just doing fun art for friends, great. You know, a way of always making your time like intrinsically valuable. Yeah, it does. The pudding mancer, yeah. My daughter keeps a bunch of snack pack puddings in the freezer because she likes eating them cold and stuff. And so every time she comes down and starts looking around and grabs a pudding out of the freezer, I turn to her and I say, "Where's the blasted pudding?" Just gotta keep quoting that pudding away. I love it so much. Lots of fun. All right. Well, I think that's enough of for the putting away sketch component. But yeah, like for example here, time lapse, I can export the time lapse, and it even lets me choose within a certain range which like how long, like how big the time lapse is going to be, which is really quite the cool feature. It does suck up a lot of data though. My file sizes on these art pieces are enormous. So I have to remember to eventually export them and then delete the time lapse. Like separate it from the file so I can store my time lapses somewhere else, kind of thing. Because like for example, this file of yours, Shay, is... Oh, you stupid thing. This piece here is 2.5 gigs in size, and a lot of that is because of the time lapse. So. So you just got to make sure you got a lot of storage space. One game I also play with some friends of mine is Space Marine 2. So I'd love to do some art of all of our Space Marines from that game. That would be so much fun. Love the aesthetic of Warhammer 40K. It looks it's so dystopian and it's just the art direction is so good. So I'd love to do one of those too. Just got to add it to the list of stuff that I don't have enough time to do yet. I gotta finish my, I gotta make a stream starting soon page. I should make a be right back page too. For when I gotta pop up and allow my attention to be elsewhere. At least I feel that would be a good idea. Oh, I made a Discord server, actually. Can't believe I didn't mention that before. I'm still unsure if I've done it properly or anything like that, but I need to add that in my abouts. See, I don't know how commands work. Do I have a link? Yeah, let me throw that into the chat. Let's see, how do I do that? Oh, here we go. Send the... Okay, so if that's copied, let's see. There we go. My first attempt at making a you'd recommend Nightbot or Streamlabs for adding commands is super easy. I'll definitely have to check some videos out on how to do that. So this is the old man. You can also pin comments. I'll have to. I got a lot to learn. This is the old man made a thing. That's the level we're at right now. I made it this morning. Excellent. Okay, so there it is. Hey, we're off to the races. It's a start. I need to make sure I have a suggestion box in that thing because I'll need all the suggestions. So in chat, just highlight and it'll give you a pin option on the right. Oh. Okay. I've made a Discord. Feel free to join the Hobnob. Free to join us and Hobnob. Put that in there. I will put that and highlight, right click. Oh, I have to do it in Twitch probably. There it is, pin. Yay! We're getting there. Thank you everyone for helping out this old geezer. Oh no, where did I put my pen? I've lost my marbles. No, seriously, where'd my pen go? What the hell? I would very much appreciate that if you would help me set up the commands at some point. I have so much I have to learn about all this stuff. Yeah, you've been learning from everyone else? Well, that's how it works. We got to pay it forward. I'm glad you like the music, Rise. Just a random channel with some jazzy beats. Funny thing is, I'm to go back to Final Fantasy. Since bleh, the character that I have on Diablos that I was using to play with over there with Hey Josh Plays and everything, I changed her name to be, you know, my brand name. But every time I'm like playing the character, it feels so wrong because it's supposed to be Alara, but now it's like Hobgoblin Martinique, and I'm like, I don't know if I like it. It feels so weird. But then if I don't do that, then every time I've ever gone anywhere with the character, when I've been chatting with people in various streams and I join in, it's always like, who's this? Who's this? Who is this person? And I'm like, that's my character, you know? So, it's funny. I did make a self-insert character that I was thinking, well, that could be good for the, you know, if I have to do business, I can use the self-insert character. So. Yeah, exactly. Find out. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Like, I made a self-insert that I was thinking, okay, well, I can use this one for business and everything. But then I find, like, I don't want to play the self-insert character, I just want to play Alara. So it's like, do I suck it up and just do it for business? Maybe I should just buy a story skip for the self-insert. That way I can use him wherever as that whole marketing kind of character, but then I'm not that. But then I want Alara to be kind of like the mascot of the channel in a lot of ways. Like once I break through that affiliate thing and I get some emotes and stuff, then I'll be using Alara for emotes and, you know, the video audio sub cues and stuff. So. Gotta design all that. Yeah. We'll learn them yet. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Yeah, it's something I gotta make some decisions on. Because I don't know that I like her walking around as like with my name on her, because it just doesn't seem right. And I'm very like narratively driven when it comes to my to her in the Final Fantasy in that game. Like I made alt specifically because I don't play certain jobs on Alara because it doesn't make sense for her to do that. Yep, I do Paladin and White Mage on her. For storyline reasons, she did Monk for a little while. She did Dark Knight a bit for story reasons, but also she likes swords, so I have her that she uses any job with a sword. So I have to pick up Viper. I haven't tried Viper yet, but I have to pick that one up. But my mains are White Mage and Paladin. So I do most of the questing and everything on Paladin, and then swap to White Mage usually for trials and dungeons and stuff, because I enjoy healing more than DPS or tanking in trials and dungeons and stuff, just because I like the reactive gameplay of healing. I have Sage and Astro on her as well, so I don't use I'm torn on Sage just because of but since it's kind of like very fighty, I thought that was okay for her. But I don't use Scholar on her because I don't see her being the kind of a character that would use math to fight. So exactly. She's an action chick kind of thing, so far more likely to punch and use a sword than math. And also I find that when I'm playing the game, I want my main character to not have kind of the same job as the other characters, like the NPCs around her. So like so if I was like going Scholar or something, most of the Scions, are Scholars. Or I wouldn't want to use Gunbreaker when Thancred's using Gunbreaker. Stuff like that. Astro, well, Urianger is an Astro, so it's like, okay, I find it like reduces some of my uniqueness when I'm playing the game to if I use the same jobs. So it kind of worked out that Paladin and White Mage were a decent way of avoiding that issue while also sticking to my favorite kinds of classes, because I prefer Paladin is like my favorite archetype in fantasy. So it's so handy that Eorzean is just kind of like really like skewed nonsense of our normal letters. It really just lets you fake it pretty nice on these zoomed out notes. What could I put there, I wonder? I'll solve that later. Oops. Actually, I kind of like the textured pen. And make it look like it's really hand-drawn. Get my pit going here. All right. Almost there. Let's see here. So now I need the map. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it nice and slick and quick. Alrighty. Get this map on here nice and slick and quick. And then I gotta get that speech bubble in there. I'm assuming you want the speech bubble in there, Shay, of "They were on the moon," or whichever line you were saying. Oh, I overdid that. That's fine. Don't need to do that part. So for my alts, I actually, yeah, are from the moon. Yeah. For my alts that I used to play the other classes, I actually I made Alera retainers, and I liked their designs enough that I was like, oh, I'll just use them. And so I made them legit characters in their own right. And that was really fun. One character that I thought was pretty funny. I like this. I took the since the Makote have their naming convention of the letter and then the character's name, I thought, what would it be like? Imagine if you were a Makote and you had the unfortunate circumstance to be named Candy. So one of my alt characters is named Eye Candy because she's a Makote. So it's I apostrophe and then Candy, but spelled with a K. So I'm like, I like that joke. Thank you. Thank you, Shay. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's quite fond of that little idea. Wrath approved. Excellent. I thought I was onto something there. And you know, like the story-wise, she'd be like, she knows that, like, she hates having to, like, deal with the fact that that's her name, but she can't change it because she wouldn't disrespect her nun that way. Like, her parents gave her that name, and so she wouldn't disrespect them by trying to change it. So she's just stuck with it. So that's the kind of, like, I always have lots of storylines for my characters, so that's just what I do. That's what I do. That's why I got so interested in making a comic about Alera's time in the game and how the story would unfold from her perspective. Oops, I was using the wrong pen. When did I switch? It's weird. Oh, look at that. Excellent. All right. Oh my god. I forgot how the commands worked. Not what we did. Oh well. Been forever since I now unfortunately that covers up the umbrella. So, what if I put it why am I not? Okay, whatever. That might work. Where do we want to put it? You know what? I think maybe there would work. Oh, I don't want thought balloon. That's not what we need. Ah, we'll use that. Not farting around with with the text. What do you think, Shay? We're so close. Oh, I gotta think. What should I put down here? Maybe like a bunch of circles or like a star charts or something. Bunny tracks. Yes. I think she's on to me. Bunny tracks, let's see. What do bunny tracks look like? Well, I'll start by putting some of that pen work on. We are so freaking close, everybody. Sorry, I got kind of zoned in there. lost in the work. Oh, that Totaro is really great. No wonder it wasn't working. Wrong layer. fill in her little fake writing here for our remaining posters, and we'll be done, which is kind of crazy. And once again, this will prove that I have no ability to tell how long things will take, as I will not be moving on to my other painting once I finish this. I will save Charlian for tomorrow. Oh, that I gotta do that. Left my little signature in there. Now I just gotta double check that I didn't go over any important lines. I did there. I did there as well. That was weird. Oh, because it's enormous. I was like, where'd my brush go? No, we'll just leave it. All right. Look at that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we made it. We're done! Shay is complete. That, as they say, is that. What a journey. Oh, quite a few hours in, and well worth the effort. Alrighty. Do you have a preferred file format you want it in? So, well, let's do, well, I can give him, obviously you know where I am, so I can give you anything you want. If you want to show it online, a JPEG is always good. make this. I'm gonna give you one that displays well. This is the level of quality that I display on Facebook and when I'm posting in Discord. So I'll save it as this, but I'll also save it really big for you. All right. So then now I will send you the link to it. Just because depending on the size of the documents, I can't like send it through Discord because I don't have Nitro. So. So we'll just... Well, I can send you the link. What I'm going to do is I store it in my Google Drive, and then I send you the link, and then you can just download it that way. So I'll share the files with you via a link, and you can download it from there. And then down to the Discord. And boop. Delivered. Oh, beautiful. Well. Thank you very much. Thank you, Shay, for all your participation as I was making this art for you. Thank you for winning the contest and giving me such a fun character to draw. And thank you everyone for really being here on this art journey as I finish. No, that's another piece finished. It'd be wonderful for me to slap around the internet to try to convince people if they want something made of their own. And this will be great to throw Yes We Can. So all I need to do, this is so cool, my first raid. So thank you for that suggestion. So I just use exclamation mark. How do I do that? How do I rate him? Slash raid. So just like that, eh? Let's try. Did that work? I don't know if it worked. Did that work?
Even local neighborhood mug. Pleasure to meet you. Hang on, I will take time to give Hob a shout out. Really good artist. I like him. And also another FF14 player.
So I think that worked.